always interesting how Ohio State and Michigan refer to one another. Brady used to call Ohio State Ohio, and Urban calls them the team up north for the rival. Do you have a special adjective for this, your opponent, your rival?
No. In Ohio State particularly? Just Ohio State. But great to see everybody this morning. Glad everybody could be here. Wonderful turnout.
Coach, we'll go down on our left in the front for the next question.
Jason Galloway, Wisconsin State Journal. How much have you learned from Paul Chryst and Mike Riley over the years?
So much. You know, it's one of the exciting things about coaching in the Big Ten and knowing so many of the coaches. As you mentioned, Mike Riley, head coach at the Chargers when I was there. Also, Paul Chryst was coach there in the staff. And some other connections. Jerry Kill, who a lot of competition with my dad. My dad has always said that Jerry Kill is one of the best coaches that he's ever coached against. Pat Fitzgerald had a chance to spend some good time with him in Ann Arbor this summer. Really appreciated he came over and keynote speaker at our football camp. So a lot of friends in the Big Ten Conference.
Coach, we're going to stay on this side of the room, right in front.
Hi, Jim. Tom Crawford from the Team 92-1 Lansing. I wanted to, obviously, Bo Schembechler's been a huge impact in your life from the days when Jason Rick leads around the Schembechler Hall and such. You kind of incorporate those things that you will definitely keep getting a little bit Bo-like in your system, and maybe some of those aspects that no way, I'm not going to do it the way Bo did it.
It'd be pretty much, well, if we could do it the way Bo did it, that'd be something to aspire to. So, and not a day goes by really where I don't think about Coach Schembechler. From the time I leave my house to go to the office, I live about 5 houses away from where Bo lived, and no matter which way I take to work, whether it's Devonshire or Geddes or Stadium, I'll often think, well, Bo might have probably took this right onto Washington or took this left onto Hill. I know he took this left onto State Street and parked my car and walked by his statue. And you think it's daily. I go to my office, I got a picture of Bo and myself when we were at the Rose Bowl in '87. And yeah, so it's to have his work ethic, to run the program like he ran. Yeah, those are things to aspire to.
Coach, move over to the right side of the room on the far aisle in front.
Morning, Coach.
Morning.
Chris Leckner from Fan React. The Michigan fan base has and will continue to be a perennial powerhouse in college football. It's kind of one of the advantages of Michigan football. However, over the last couple of years, it's slid a little bit, the attendance, just because of on and off the field problems. What is the team and the university doing to make sure that what is arguably the best fan section in sports, what are they doing to make sure that that stays at 100%?
Well, I don't know how many things you could really do. I mean, if people don't want to come to a game, you can't make them come. So, but it doesn't seem like we've had that problem at the University of Michigan, as far as I can tell. So, the spirit, the energy has been tremendous. I think everybody involved in Michigan and Michigan football is hungry for the 2015 season, including the fan base.
Coach, toward the back on the right.
Coach Hondo Carpenter, just a quick question. All of us who have good dads learn from them on how to be a man, but what did you learn most from your father about coaching?
My dad, I think of things like who had the most influence on me in my life. My dad, Bo Schembechler, Mike Ditka, Al Davis. And with my dad, it was always my dad. He played catcher with me, took me to games, and most of all, he just always believed in me. When it comes to advice, whether it's personally or professionally, he's the one I go to. Sarah and my dad, and there's others, but those two pretty much on every decision.
Coach, we're going to go all the way to the back of the room on our left.
Yes.
Nancy Harbaugh, News Day Sports. Jim, your return to Michigan has really re-energized people at Michigan, and it's also created a buzz throughout the Big Ten. Did you expect that, and what do you think that means for the league overall and for Michigan?
I don't know. Not striving to be creating any buzz. Just striving to coach the football team. Not trying to be popular or anything. Anyone who's popular is bound to be disliked. So just coaching football.
Coach will come down here on our right, in the middle, right in front.
Coach John Gordon from Wolverine.com. What is John Baxter going to bring to the special teams aspect of the game, and how much time do you expect to be able to devote to that facet of the game in fall camp?
Well, he brings so much to the game. Been coaching 30, 40 years, right here from Chicago. Great Chicago guy. I mean, you talk about city of broad shoulders and charismatic, knowledgeable football coach at the highest level. How much time we're going to devote? I've gone through this practice schedule meticulously over the last months, and a lot. We're going to devote a lot of time to special teams. It's an area we feel like we can improve, and that needs to be improved. And starting with Coach Baxter, I feel very confident that we will. And he's just a heck of a guy to be around. Have you been around? He's awesome.
Coach, we'll get a microphone over here, but the next question will be in front on the aisle.
Hey Jim, good morning.
Morning.
Teddy Greenstein from the Chicago Tribune. So I have to follow up on the Ditka comment since you mentioned him. What are some things you took from that experience?
So many things. It's your coach. It's your coach. When you're a player, your coach it's like family. There is your family. Sometimes there's a favorite teacher that you had growing up, grade school or high school. There's sometimes a neighbor that you were very close to, maybe somebody in the church or the clergy, and your coach. And it's so close to your family that. And I had a chance to spend the evening with Coach last night at his restaurant, and Diana was there, and Sarah was there, and it was just really, really, really special to be with my coach. So, in fact, picked up a Ditka jersey for the restaurant. No, he didn't autograph it. Be proud to wear that.
All right, Coach, our next question is over here on the right, in the middle.
Coach, it seems like you have a lot of options right now at running back. Is there a particular name right now that's especially impressed you so far?
I'm hoping that happens at the start of camp here, and there'll be plenty of license and plenty of opportunity for 1, 2, 3 of our running backs to assert themselves, come to the fore, and be counted on. That we'll be watching very closely and hoping that occurs early here in camp.
We have a question right down here in front on our right. Microphone's making its way.
Coach Tim May, Columbus Dispatch. When you got to Michigan in the last several months, what did you definitely figure out that you had to change, culture-wise or whatever?
I really don't have that list in front of me right now, but just thinking though, how long have you been at the Columbus Dispatch? 77. So I was thinking about this. Remember were you around when the Big Ten had the press caravan? You go from, on the bus, right? You go from, that was the 70s. You never did it? Has anybody here ever done that? Is everybody too young? You can see why that is. The game must have got a lot more popular since then. You can never get everybody here on the bus. But, my favorite story, were you there when, I remember reading this, the caravan went to Columbus, and reporters got out of the bus and they had chairs and sandwiches set up on the sideline for all the reporters. And things weren't going well in practice, and Coach Hayes got upset and kicked everybody out of the practice, threw a couple chairs, and all the reporters got on to their next destination a little bit earlier. I heard about that. I would have loved to have been there. That he made the guarantee? Yes, sir. Big, very big. As they all are, you know. And I don't compare, really one game to the next, but it's big, and the biggest one right now is Utah. As Coach Kill talked about earlier, and we've got the same type of opponent first game on our schedule. Great team, did not fare well against them last year. We go this year out to play them first game in college football. I believe it's going to be the first game on September 3rd. So, we're preparing for it. We know it's coming, and that's where our focus is, winning that game. So.
Coach, we'll go all the way to the back of the room on our left.
Hey, Coach. Jason Jorgensen from the Rural Radio Network. What's your general take of the talent level that you have to work with there? You just need to get everybody going in the right direction, and things should be just fine?
Well, I mean, it's like every year that your team changes, no matter what football team you're on, and it's a work in progress. Every single season, every single year, and that's what we're enjoying doing, and it's coming along. And then you go through the winter conditioning, then the spring ball, then the summer conditioning, and now it starts. This is the beginning, the training camp, and the rebirth of football, the rebirth of the season, and then you watch, and you observe. You can learn, you can observe a lot by just watching, and I feel like I've been doing that. And I feel like our team is getting better every day. I really do.
Coach, our next question on the other side of the room, all the way in the back toward the aisle. Go ahead with the question. Yes.
Okay, great. My class at Cedar Rapids Gazette here, Jim. I saw a couple of weeks ago you posted something from Paris on social media. That was you, right?
Yes, sir.
What made you go there in July? Were you able to stop being a football coach? Did you take anything away from that?
Yes. I mean, the most important thing, Sarah and I, we figured this out, that it's been 8 years since we spent more than a day, just her and I, and not all the kids, and or some football function or some work-related thing. It's been 8 years since her and I just been alone, so that was decided to go there, and that's where she wanted to go, and I really enjoyed it. And yeah.
Okay, Coach. Thank you very much.
Hopefully she enjoyed it. All right, thank you.
We'll have a brief 1-minute break before we